I told her I think I'm bisexual because basically I was experimenting, but it wasn't my choice. Someone was experimenting with me.
My diamonds shine, cause they really diamonds. Bad bitches in line, they be really trying. They ask me if I'm high, I say really, really. Got money on my mind, I say really, really.
What's good, Keith, Fame, Gang, what's up? So today, you can tell from the title, I'm about to do my coming out story. You know what I'm saying? You know, about to get into this video, right? You know, like, check out the waves, you feel me? You see them shits? What? Okay, let me stop. Rocking my chain with my girl on it, me and my girl, you know what I'm saying? But, so my coming out story. So, when I came out, okay, let's start from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? So, let's say when I was in 7th, 8th grade, right? Something happened, you know, where I started getting an interest for girls. Now, how my interest started will be in a whole nother video. That's gonna be a whole nother story time. So stay tuned for that video. But, so something happened. So I started liking girls. So I called myself bisexual. The first person I told that to was my best friend, Deonica. You know, shout out to you, best friend. I told her I think I'm bisexual because basically I was experimenting, but it wasn't my choice. Someone was experimenting with me. Like I said, that's another video, but yeah, so I called myself bisexual. At the time, I did have a boyfriend. I let him know that I felt like I was bisexual or whatever. I think I had a boyfriend at the time, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I know I had a boyfriend at some point in time when I was in middle school. So, yeah, I consider myself bisexual, and my stepmom wanted to have a heart-to-heart with me, or wanted to talk to me or whatever. So we had a conversation. I don't know what the conversation started out to be, but somehow it turned into me telling her that I felt like I was bisexual. And that's kind of weird for me, as far as her being the first person, like adult family member that I've told that I felt like I was bisexual, because me and my stepmom have not always had the best relationship. I just don't like talking to her about everything or certain things, and that was a really big thing that I decided to tell her about. So it was kind of weird for me. But yeah, I told her I felt like I was bisexual. She asked me why. I'm just like, because I know I'm attracted to females, you know what I'm saying? And she asked me if I wanted her to tell my dad, because my dad is the owner of the story. So I was like, yeah, you can tell him, because I knew in the back of my mind, I was never going to be able to just be like, yo, Dad, I'm bisexual. Or I think I'm bisexual, you know, I like girls. Like, I don't know if I could have ever, like, done that myself, honestly. And so she told him, you know, but I never knew when she told him, because he never said anything about the whole situation. But one day I asked him if she had talked to him, and he said yeah, but he just felt like it was a phase. I'm like, okay, if you say so. So after she told him, he started to peep, you know, the little shit that I was doing, like as far as wearing boxers, not being like dressing girly, because I mean, I only really dressed girly when I went over there. When I was at home, I dressed how I wanted to dress, the way I felt comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But when I went to my dad's house, I knew I had to be a whole different person because of their religion, and I know how they are when it comes to stuff like that. So when I was over there, yeah, I was wearing dresses, wearing girly stuff. I didn't want to, but hey, I felt like I had to at the time. So one day, or I think he found out that I had a girlfriend. He found out that I had a girlfriend. No, wait. Back up. Pause. No. Okay, so 8th grade, I felt like I was bisexual. 7th, 8th grade, I felt like I was bisexual. After I graduated 8th grade, that's when I realized I just like girls. So I started telling my friends, you know, I'm a lesbian. I only like girls. So the boys would be like, they'd come up to me from when I told them I was bi. Like, you still bi? I'd be like, nah, I don't do guys anymore. You know what I'm saying? But of course, guys would still try to talk to me. But yeah, he found out I had a girlfriend, I think, and that's what ticked him off, right? Because basically, she was older than me at the time. I was a sophomore, and she was a senior. And I don't know what was wrong with him, but he got mad and was just like, you can't do what you want to do. You're not allowed to do nothing like that because you're 18 and still living in my house, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, first of all, I'm here every other weekend per court because they went to court about me when I was younger. So the thing was, he would get me every other weekend during the school year, and during the summer, he would get me every other week. And then they would alternate holidays by even and odd years or whatever. So I'm just thinking in the back of my head, like, nigga, I don't live with you. You can't tell me shit, like, period. But yeah, so that happened, and it was one point in time where he had found, I was looking for my book bag. I brought my book bag over there, y'all, and I had some weed in there. And then I did not know what I did with it. I was stressing, like, have you seen my book bag? Have you seen my book bag? Because I did not want him to find it and see that weed in my bag. And of course, he found it and called me upstairs and was like, what is this? Where you get it from? Blah, 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 blah. Stressing me. He was like, I'm finna take you to the police station. Like, let me stop. That's a whole other story. That's a whole other story. My bad. So, yeah, he's went off about how I'm not allowed to do that until I'm 18 out of his house. Like, nigga, I don't live with you, first of all. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, so I'm losing my train of thought. So yeah, that happened, and it just upset me, because like, how you gonna try to tell me something when I'm only here every other weekend and I don't even like coming over here because I know I can't be myself. I feel like, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's the real reason why I didn't like going over there. One, because they were so strict. Like, I couldn't do nothing when I was over there. Like, nothing. And then on top of that, I couldn't be myself. I couldn't dress how I wanted to dress. I couldn't be me, you know what I'm saying? But, and then, back then when I was that young, I was really quiet. Like, I didn't talk much. I wasn't expressive with my feelings, you know. I didn't talk about shit that was going on in my head. Like, I was one of them little quiet types sitting in the back of the classroom by it to yourself, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. He had found out, well, he realized how serious the situation was, because at first he thought it was a phase or whatever. So, he took me home. Mind you, I hadn't told my mom about the whole girl thing, but seeing how different I am at home, I'm pretty sure she knew. And I was right, she did. So when we went over there and we was waiting to talk or whatever, because he was basically trying to force me to tell my mom that I'm gay. So we was in the kitchen or whatever, standing there. I was like, okay, I'm thirsty. So I went in my mama's room to get a little drink out of her refrigerator that she got in her room. And she followed me and she was like, what does your dad want you to tell me? And I'm like, that I like girls. And she was like, that's it? I was like, yeah, that's literally it. And so we went back in the kitchen and he was like, go ahead and tell her. I'm like, I already did. And I guess he was waiting for my mom to say something like she don't agree with it, like he didn't. But she didn't really care, you know what I'm saying? My mom, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. My mama know what it is, you know, she don't care. As long as I'm happy, you know what I'm saying? But then he wanted to have a conversation with us, so he told me to leave the kitchen. I don't know what was said or nothing like that. I mean, my coming out story isn't as big or emotional to me. At the same time, it is because my girlfriend was older than me at the time, and then she had turned 18 on top of that. And you know, a little age thing with consensual sex and all that. But it's like, we both girls. Like, come on now, you being petty. But he would threaten her. I knew he was all talk. I knew it. But everybody else thought he was just like so serious. But I mean, me and my girl, we stayed together. Me and my girl at the time stayed together, and you know, was doing us. But then he went as far as taking my cell phone so that I couldn't talk to her, which I thought was really petty. Like, you think a cell phone was gonna stop me from talking to her when I see this girl every day at school? Like, you're tripping. And then when I'm at home, I can see her because my mom doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But then it got to a point where me and him weren't even communicating anymore. You know? I mean, I didn't want to shut my dad out and not talk to him and not see him. But if you can't accept me for me and love me for me, then why are you in my life? You know what I'm saying? So it was, okay, so fast forward all the way to the end of my sophomore year, the end of her senior year. So she was going on prom, right? I was supposed to go on prom with her. Now, it was his weekend. Prom was that Saturday. And he's a Seventh-day Adventist, so he goes to church on Saturday. So the night before, I had called my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm gonna leave and go to this prom. Because I done paid for my ticket, I done rented my suit, I done did everything, set up a hair appointment, all that. Like, I'm not finna cancel everything and go let all my money go to waste, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I really wanted to go to prom. So she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna act like I don't know nothing. I'm like, I bet, cool. So Saturday come. We at the church. I'm scared as fuck. Scared as fuck. So I'm at church. I'm like, okay, what time should I leave? What time should I leave? What time should I leave? Because sometimes we'll be at church like all day, literally. Because you got church, and then sometimes the church will feed the church after church. So like they'll cook next door, and we'll go over there and eat and be there all day or whatever. So I don't know what time I left, but I left. And I asked this guy from my church if he could take me home. As soon as I said, I'm gonna give you gas money, he was like, let's go. I was like, bet. He asked no questions. Like, if my dad knew, nothing. So I went home, got my suit and stuff. And the beauty salon was like right down the street from my house. So I grabbed all my stuff, my shoes, all that. Went straight to the beauty salon, got my hair done. They called, my mom and my grandma calling me like, your dad keep calling us, asking us if we know where you at, if you came by here or whatever. We told him, no, we haven't seen you, but you should call him and just let him know you okay. I'm like, but I don't want to call him. They like, just call him. I'm like, oh, okay. So I call him. I'm like, hello. He was like, you got me in this church looking everywhere for you and you not even here. He's like, but it's okay though. It's okay. And then he hung up. I was just like, okay. So I continued getting my hair done. My hair dresser, whatever you want to call it, she flat ironed my hair, and I asked her to take me to my girlfriend's house. And she took me there, and I got dressed and stuff, you know. That's a whole nother story as well. I'm gonna do a story time about my ex and like our whole relationship and how sickening that shit was. But yeah, some shit happened where I didn't go on prom with her or whatever, but I still paid my ticket. So I went to prom, by myself, and my principal was like, you know, so-and-so, my girlfriend is here with so-and-so. I'm like, yeah, I know. It was like, well, you know I have to tell her that you're here. I'm like, why? Because my girl at the time, she had a temper like a motherfucker. Like, and like I told y'all, I was quiet. Like, I would just let her run over me, all types of shit. So I'm like, damn, why you gotta tell her? I'm like, oh, she's gonna come out here and just like snap. So she came out, she like, what are you doing here? I'm like, what you mean? I paid a ticket, so I'm here. I'm not gonna let my money go to waste. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I ended up dancing with her best friend on the dance floor, you know. He was starting to get lit, you know. I'm dancing and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm having a good time. Until the person who comes to get me from the dance floor is like, your dad's here. I was like, say that again? Your dad's here. Why? That's all. I'm like, this nigga, like, wow. So then I'm like, all right. And Principal asked me, does he know you here? Because you know you had to get a consent form and all that. I'm like, consent form? I ain't never get no consent form. I don't know what you talking about. But I'm just like, yeah, you know I was here, da 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 da. Clearly he know I was here because he's here. The fuck? Duh. So he basically came to pick me up. And I was mad as hell because it was just starting to get lit. You know what I'm saying? But then, yeah, he came and got me. We went to a car. Some guy from church had brought him to come get me or whatever. And then he drove us back to his van, back towards the house or whatever. We in the van. It's like a big ass black trash bag on my side of the car on the floor. So I'm thinking this was like some shit from work because he a construction worker and he got like a whole like, you know, little van, work van or whatever. So we driving, you know, no words was exchanged. But then it's still his weekend, so I'm thinking we finna go back to his house. I'm just like, but then to my surprise, we pull up at my house. I was just like, why are we here? Well, I ain't say that, but I'm just like, okay. And then I'm just waiting for him to say something because he parked the car. He's just sitting there, like, looking like he had deep thought and shit. So I'm like, okay. So finally he say something. He was like, well, since you think you grown and can do whatever the fuck you want, these are his words. If you feel like you grown enough to do what the fuck you want, there's your shit and you don't have to come to my house anymore. I was like, oh yeah? Bet that up. Grabbed my shit, hopped out the van, skipped my little happy ass to the front door. My mama I knock on the door, you know, my mama look in the window. I'm like, happy as fucking shit. And she opened the door. She was just confused. She looked confused, like, what are you doing here? And I was just like, I'm home. He came to the door and I was just like, I don't understand what you come to the door for. But he wanted to talk to my mama. And so I stood there while he was like talking to her. He was like, I'm not talking to you. Go to your room, whatever. I did not go to my room. I went behind a little wall that was right there in between the living room and the dining room. So I'm listening. He was like, you knew what she was doing. You knew. My mom was just acting slow. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he's like, you did, da 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 da. He mad because she knew, and he knows she knew, but she's just playing slow. So then he leave, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Bet we're not fucking with each other, period. So he would call me, text me, try to come to the house to see me. I'd be like, no, I don't want to see you. Like, I don't. So then it got to a point where he kept trying to talk to me or whatever. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like, we're not cool. Like, the fuck do you keep trying to talk to me for and see me for? Like, I don't understand. He had people watching my Facebook and shit. Like, he knew I had a tattoo and all that. because he had popped up at my house, and I didn't know it was him knocking at my door. So somebody knocked at my door, and I always keep my door locked. So I went to unlock it, and it was him. I was just like, I just went and sat down. And he was just talking to me, and I was just continuing doing what I was doing. He was talking to me, asking me questions. I was like, yep, okay, He knew I didn't want to talk to him or see him. He knew that for a fact. But then it got to a point where I missed my siblings, because I have 3 siblings from him and my stepmom, and I only have 1 sister, and my 1 sister is from them. So I'm like, okay, I know they miss me, I miss them, so I need to at least just go over there to see them. So it got to a point where I was just going over there to see them, and that was it. But of course, you know, my stepmom and him tried to always have conversations with me and stuff like that. I wasn't really with that. I just wanted to see them and leave. That was it. But then one day when I was in the car with my dad, this was before I got a car, so he would have to come pick me up and drop me off. So we was in the car, and he was like, so I've done a lot of thinking, you know, about the whole situation. And I came to the conclusion that I can't judge you. I can't really have an opinion or say so. And what you want to do, that situation is between you and God. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then we started getting back cool, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have the best relationship with my dad. My relationship is better with my mom, but I talk to him from time to time. So yeah, I mean, my coming out story wasn't that bad or dramatic, you know, but I did lose my relationship with my dad, you know, from it. But thankfully we were able to get back cool on talking terms and stuff like that. But you know, that concludes my story time, me coming out. Stay tuned for videos about me, my first time getting head, my first time having sex with a girl, why I even thought to start liking girls. You know, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of story times. Hopefully my next one is better. Yeah, like, comment, share this video. You know, comment videos y'all want me to do, challenges, pranks, because I'm gonna start doing pranks on my girl when she get back. Story times, pranks, challenges, I want to get into reaction videos. So, you know, comment some reaction videos y'all want me to do, or like y'all want me to do a Q&A. I gotta ask me some questions on my social media or down in the comments below. But turn on the post notification, subscribe, you know, to watch me start from where I started and grow, you know. But alright, y'all, that concludes this video. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all in the next video. Alright, peace.